Tonight, we're looking deeper into the case of the 4-year-old boy who was killed over the weekend in Fort Lauderdale by his own father. It happened in a condo building right next to the Broward County Courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. Grayson Kessler's mother filed a flurry of pleadings with the court for a restraining order and an emergency order to pick up her son, who was visiting his father, but both were denied. The tragedy is happening a year after a mother was charged with killing her child with special needs.
These are just local instances of a disturbing national trend in violence against children that health experts attribute in part to pandemic stress. But there are resources here in South Florida to help. CBS 4's Karli Barnett explains.
Over the last year, the pandemic has put a serious strain on mental health.
Problems like anxiety, depression, irritability, distress for everyone has gone on the rise. There are some metrics that have suggested that up to 40%, 50% increases in those types of symptom levels.
And Dr. Jill May says it's children who can become the targets of frustration or anger.
Oftentimes when we're in a parenting context with our child, we don't get that normal sort of breathing room to try to sort of step away from it and look at it more objectively and try to let those feelings, come down.
Headlines hard to hear. Police say John Stacy killed his 4-year-old son, Grayson Kessler, before killing himself last week. And this week, a year ago, Patricia Ripley was accused of drowning her son, Alejandro, who had autism. Rabbi Yossi Harlig is director of the Friendship Circle that provides support for children with autism and their parents.
Although Alejandro wasn't actually coming to our particular programs, but it happened in our community. And the community of raising children on the spectrum, everyone feels that it's part of their family because everyone identifies with each other.
It's all reflective of an overall increase in child abuse over the last year. According to the CDC, the percentage of emergency room visits related to child abuse and neglect increased from 2.1% in 2019 to 3.2% in 2020.
It's important for parents and family members or friends of family to realize that you don't have to carry this all by yourself. And you have to take advantage of the community resources.
And through places like Friendship Circle and there is help available.
What we've been doing is offering very brief telehealth sessions to parents where they can connect with each other and they can also sort of find other people who maybe are experiencing a little more distress, who've maybe had a hard time coping, and share their experiences with each other.
Dr. May says they also have telehealth programs for parents of children who are on the autism spectrum who may be particularly stressed right now. And she says thanks to the Children's Trust, they're offering those free of charge. We're going to link to all of those resources on our website, cbsmiami.com. In Miami, Karli Barnett, CBS 4 News Tonight.